And then eventually we were trying to get to the top of the knoll close to this
Roger.
point I made there. The ship moved around a tiny bit after holding station, so I expect Argus to wait a little bit before settling out.
I got it. So when we get like that, I'm watching it in my, I'm watching the Argus cameras.
Yep.
Not the scary one, the see, you can see it in Herc's tail camera.
Oh yeah.
5's the record. Which I haven't beat Hannaford's record. He's actually touched. So when we get like this, it's a handful because you don't have enough slack to bring your head around. So I'm basically full reverse, and Herc doesn't reverse very well. So we have to hold it like this for a minute while Argus is, because I was deflecting Argus there, so I was actually pulling it on the 6-8. I'll take a minute of. No, I was watching Argus and Herc's aft cam there.
The orange Venus flytrap anemones that we've been seeing have a yellow base. So I'm not quite sure what.
Yeah, it was.
What that could have been.
Yeah, that looked all orange.
Are you gonna move towards that red X, Kate, or we? What are you gonna do here?
So Emil, is getting to the tip of this knoll, is that an important objective?
No.
Okay. All right.
Close enough.
All right, thank you. Then to carry on to our objective
So
and make it up the ridge, we're gonna want to head and bearing 120 over here. Has anything changed since before we made that plan?
Nope.
Awesome. So pilots, we're going to be moving in heading 120 for quite a long time.
120, roger. Left turn, Clyde.
So in the Argus view, you can see the bubbly nature of this landscape. Very cool look.
What's that?
Nice.
It is a Clint Eastwood movie, every which way but loose.
So Herc is now moving out in front of Argus, which is what we want to do when we're ascending.
Yeah, and it wouldn't be too bad to do a DVL reset. So the DVL and the USBL matches.
Yeah, you're good for DVL reset.
Okay, sounds great.
So you can see the lasers here, which indicates a higher level of floating particles than we've seen recently. Those lasers
Steve,
are 10 centimeters apart.
That's why we collected a Niskin bottle earlier. We wanted a water sample to see if maybe we can identify some of these pink swimmers. They seem to have some locomotion through the water column. Hard to zoom in on. Not many coral around, though.
Not where we can see them.
Yeah. It's like some gelatinous creatures, a salp maybe.
Are you guys positioned for a fresh move or? Awesome. Bridge, nav. Can we move 100 meters bearing 120?
And let's do this at 0.5.
Oh, sorry, Emil. The speed's been at 0.5.
Good, good.
Sorry, that was a mispress on my radio. Apologies.
Little ones.
Yeah, some kind of fish or eel in the Argus can.
So we picked
Yeah,
up
I can hear you.
Yeah, you're good.
picked up a couple rocks here today. Always on the hunt for more. As we're moving up this ridge.
Yep, still looking for a sweet spot. Still looking for some dense communities.
We have about 30 minutes left on this tectonic turtles watch. Be handing you off to the next watch for continued exploration. Keep those questions coming in on nautiluslive.org. You can submit your questions, and we are having some technical difficulties with those questions coming in on a delay, but they do eventually come to us, and we will get to them as we can as we close out our final tectonic turtles watch of this expedition.
There are ripples in the sand.
Yeah, definitely seeing some.
I couldn't tell if they're symmetric or not. Could you, Andrea?
Didn't get a good look.
Yeah, they don't look, they're not well defined, so it's probably not going to be enough to, they're not well defined enough to be determinative.
Okay.
Looks like we're following the edge of a sheet flow.
Some more ripples off to the left. What about, oh no, that's probably a broken off sheet flow there, that rock just in the bottom center.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're moving at 130.
Are these ripples looking any better to you, Andrea?
We're going downhill here a bit, guys, so it won't be
No, they're
Where's
not well
gonna be
defined yet.
Can we adjust the lighting so we can see the ripples, please?
So you can see that the primary current, if it is oscillatory, which it might be, is going left to right. You see that on the screen. So the current direction here.
Herc's heading is 150, so that'd be from northeast to southwest.
Yeah, maybe we could get some captures of this, Sarah.
Okay,
You can see some of them starting to bifurcate now.
sure. Can we maybe stop and get some images?
Bridge, nav.
Can you catch them on the fly, or is that too hard to do?
I'll
If
stop,
the
please.
lighting is okay, I could do it, but will be blurry and not
Okay,
well done.
gotcha. So like down here, you see this, you can see the bifurcation down here. See it?
Yeah. Hey, Herc, could we get maybe a slide over to the right, maybe?
Sarah, what do you think here?
Roger.
You want pictures of ripples, right?
Yeah.
We're
Just let go of it, Steve. Let go of it. I'm flying now.
Oh, now you can see the current now with the particles. It is
Yeah.
going the direction.
Are you getting what you need?
It's coming across this slope.
would it be possible for you guys to switch seats so that we could get just focus on the science objectives for the last 20 minutes of this dive?
Sounds good.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Zoom in. Yeah, we want to get a closer look at those ripples.
I'll jump in there.
That was the fastest musical chairs of rearranging seats. Wow.
Thanks everybody for your patience there. That was
That was incredible.
Back to the left.
So we want to get some shots that are perpendicular to the ripples if we can,
this way or 90 degrees.
90 degrees.
Roger.
That would actually be parallel. Sorry, that was my misspeaking. And then 90 degrees. So and then perpendicular.
I was trying to
Yeah, you were doing it right.
do that with Auto XY, but it
So
wasn't being nice. Are we all stopped?
whatever.
Are we, Kate?
Yeah, we are all stopped.
Thank you.
So whatever lighting Sarah thinks it captures this best in, and color saturation.
So far it's good, Steve. Thank you. Maybe if we just turn Dan just a little to the right so we can get the light like hitting the ridges rather
Copy
than
that.
dead on. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's
A little far. Perfect. Can you like look towards the sponge?
Embarrassingly, it's going to be silty over there. I stirred it up.
Okay.
Just add to the sand ripples here.
So you're seeing some bifurcation.
yeah. I saw some bifurcation like when I first
There we
said
go.
Yeah.
I didn't want to bother everybody before I saw it, but right when we saw it, I remember I circled the bottom of the screen. Did you
Yeah.
guys see it too?
Yeah,
Okay.
I got what I needed here. Thank you.
All good with this site?
Yeah, I think so.
Images? Yep. All right.
You want another angle of the dangle of it?
Sure, yeah, can.
Or figured out which way the wind's blowing, so I'll have a better chance of come down and look uphill. You might get
That's a
some better.
good look.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, you can definitely see it there at the bottom of the screen.
Okay, you are seeing it, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You're not making it up. We got you.
I just
Yeah. Set her down
That
here.
midnight to 4 a.m.
Give
shift, you
Steve
start
a
to wonder
second to-
sometimes.
Oh, there's a little baby sea star too, I think.
Yeah. All right. Good.
Good to go. Thank you.
Off we go.
So every indicator we have is that the primary current of influence is propagating from the ridge.
You want to come right up, Gabby? Because I'm going to take a turn out here.
Yeah,
Roger
but
that.
I'm still not sure whether it's locally generated though, or
Wow.
So those are some. Can you catch those images just on the
Yeah,
fly?
it's actually a really good view.
Yeah, trying.
Yeah.
The tops, like the crusts are so wide.
yeah.
Yeah, they're wide,
Just-
and that's why it's hard to see that. That's why I was saying they're not well formed.
Okay.
And that's kind of what I meant. You can't really, and then every once in a while you do.
You want to catch up before you take that turn out?
Bifurcate. You know?
That's out enough.
No.
Huh?
Oh, it's out enough. Sorry.
What
I
you
misheard
talking,
you.
ladies? Let's see now.
It's a pretty extensive area, though, of these sediment ripples.
And I don't know why. So what it is? So the more. So see how they're more defined here,
Yeah.
where there's a stronger. Where there's a stronger oscillating current flow, they become less sharp.
Less
Because-
sharp.
Yes, because
Okay.
eddies are formed. And so it mixes, it washes them up and mixes up all the particles, and then they drop down. If it's not really powerful, they just kind of swish back and forth.
Okay.
So I'm wondering if maybe the current some time of day is too powerful here, but there's just so much sediment, so there's something else going on.
Keep our move going.
Sure.
Bridge, nav.
See if I can. I'm going to sweep back and forth here, kind of
Can
rapidly,
we move
and see if we can
100 meters, bearing 130.
find some more open ripples.
So we're getting a question in the chat as
Sorry, that was
our
bearing 120.
as our shift change approaches. Is there a competition between the watches as to who finds the coolest stuff?
Thank you, Alex.
Always.
Unspoken.
It's a friendly competition. It's like, it can be like who gets the coolest sample, kind of.
Yeah. I keep seeing these. I wonder what they are. I wonder if there's
What is
something
it?
buried there.
Oh,
It
there must be, hey?
could be the
Oh, yeah,
just
totally.
where something fed.
It reminds me of a jellyfish impression, like in
Oh,
the
yeah.
paleo record. Like that's what it
Uh-huh.
will look
Oh yeah,
like.
look at
So
that.
we see a lot. I've seen maybe 5 of them so far.
I've seen a couple. Oh, this is the second one.
Zoom in there if you want, Steve.
And I just
You're going to
don't-
get a tug, Dan.
Roger.
I'm coming down.
So I don't know what they are. I don't know what they are, but
That's
that's
like something soft. Took a little break right there.
What was
Yeah.
that word that we use before?
yeah,
Bioturbation?
bioturbation. There's some type of but
Okay.
yeah, there's a
Off we go.
mound in the middle, so I wonder if there's something buried in there.
Well, if a sea cucumber kind of worked in a circle, it might create a little mound in the middle.
Uh-huh.
I like the jellyfish theory, though, like one kind of
Yeah.
made a close approach to the seafloor there.
All these rocks in here are thin and platy and just disappointing.
So I wouldn't say there's a sense of competition between the watches, but I think sometimes we don't even know what they saw until we get up here and get our reports from our replacements, or until we see the picture highlights the next day. So the big news makes its rounds on the ship really quick, but a lot of these spectacular finds, there's just so much going on, we don't necessarily even know until later. I would also say that what one shift thinks is really cool, another shift might not. You know, we're the geology shift, and we got some biology experts on other shifts that see things and think that they're awesome that we don't. So multiple perspectives help us to see the most when we have different eyes on things.
Roger.
Thanks for that question, viewer.
See, there's potentially some
sand
mounds
ripples.
there. See them?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what they
yeah.
are.
Yeah.
But I think they're, so when I've noticed them in other dives every so often when there's more sediment, but I haven't been able to figure out what they are.
When did I do the last gauge check, Gabby? Can we do a pre-shift change gauge check? Oh, we're good then.
Maybe there's a sea worm in there and it's going to pop out.
What is it, tremors?
Yeah, tremors.
Well, I did just see that new Dune movie, so I got sandworms on the mind.
Maybe it's an incubation pod in there. There's a little more ripples there, but I can't see if they bifurcate.
Yeah, bottom left.
Yeah.
Looks like I see some.
Oh, there's a sea cucumber. I wonder if he's the culprit of the mounds.
Maybe.
There's a fish right there. Is that a tripod fish?
Oh, yeah. It looks like a tripod fish.
Oh, tiny.
We haven't seen one
Nice
on this
eye, Steve.
cruise, have we?
Because tripod fish love sediment.
He's so small.
Yeah, can we get a zoom on that fish there, guys?
Zoom in a bit there for us, Steve.
How cute.
So
He's just lounging.
they have modified fins
Zoom in a bit more.
that look like antennae
Not scare him.
that are used to steer food into their mouth.
Wow, they're really long.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
And a lot of them.
Huh.
I think they branch.
What is the name
Oh,
of this
branchy.
fish again?
Okay.
Tripod fish.
Tripod fish, thank you.
And they're all, and the other times I've seen them, they've also been in a lot of sediment.
Huh.
They like the sediment.
Yeah. It's a dark one.
I wonder if he's responsible for the mounds.
I don't think so.
He was doing. You think he was doing donuts down there or something?
Yeah. He's spinning Brodies.
It's a good look at it. Wow.
It looks like it has
Yeah.
those
depending on
whiskers
what it
coming
is,
out to the side too, like all directions.
Oh,
Oh, there
he's
he
getting
is,
ready to
folding
go.
them back in.
He's going to take off, it looks like. Oh, no, maybe the current has increased, so he...
What a cool fish.
No, I think you're right.
Yep, they
100%.
face into the current. They're like weather vanes.
Yeah.
So those are modified fins on its head?
So its fins on the sides are modified so he kind of sits. You see how he sits there?
Balances.
That's why he's a tripod fish. He's actually sitting on his fins.
The tail and the fins, yeah.
Huh.
Like a really deep blue.
Yeah.
It's really pretty.
Look how long those antennae were. Modified fins.
I think we could probably count how many times he was breathing if we were fish people.
There's one, two.
There you
How
go.
many times can he breathe before Argus runs over Herc?
Yeah, we can move.
Yeah, that's fine. Thanks for the look.
Yeah, we're all right. Oh.
So he's almost perfectly perpendicular to the ripples too, which is what he should be.
Okay. Now it's probably time to go.
Okay. There's no light down here, so these amazing adaptations we're seeing are ways that the animals cope with that situation. They can sense their environment using touch or motion, changes in their skin. Some can detect bioluminescence or even low-level electrical fields. So lots of these adaptations that we see in different creatures at these quite deep depths. We're at 1,740 meters, steadily climbing on this dive up towards the top of this seamount. So as 4 a.m. local time is approaching here, we are getting ready to hand off to our colleagues on the 4 to 8 watch. And they will continue with you here on this dive. It's now 4 a.m. local Hawaii Standard Time. And this dive will be going until noon local Hawaii Standard Time, so you still have some time going on. But this was the last ride of the Tectonic Turtles. So thank you so much for joining us, viewers. Stay tuned as we hand over to our other watch.
Thanks, Kim. You've been a great SCF.
Woo woo! Thanks, team. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Way to go,
great.
Kim.
You've all been great.
And thanks for everyone for your patience tonight while I flew.
Nice flying, Steve. Nice flying.
And thanks for letting me know when I needed to get up.
All right. Keep those comments coming in on nautiluslive.org and stay tuned to the website for other updates from this expedition. And we're now going to hand you off to our next crew, wherever you are in the world. Good morning, good afternoon, or good night. And have a great rest of the dive.
are we going to do the protocol, or can we talk just a bit before that, or what do you want to do?
Yeah, I'm just moving along. So whenever you're ready, we'll do it.
So Aaron, good morning.
Good morning.
So I think probably the best track possible might be to do like a 90-degree and try to get over that sharper edge on the north side.
So that way?
Yeah, somewhere over there, near the top of those tight contours. Aim for that, maybe about 100 or so.
Right. If we
Yeah.
do, that's like 9.8 there.
Yeah, something like that. And
okay.
Unless we see something better, if we can just truck over there and try to get up to a more productive spot. That would. Thank you.
All right, no worries. Just let the pilots finish settling in. We'll do our protocol, and then we'll get that move going.
Great, thank you.
Yep.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning to all of our viewers out there following us on nautiluslive.org. This is your communication fellow, Afrodita. Thank you for following us. We're very excited for our last watch of our last dive. It has been very exciting and hopeful to see lots of communities of organisms, sponges and corals mainly. And so we are very grateful to be here in Papahanaumokuakea National Marine Monument. We are very grateful for these healthy waters.
We can do the protocol now if you'd like.
Yeah.
Okay. So to our viewers, at this time we will be going radio silent to conduct a private ceremonial protocol to acknowledge and honor the biocultural resources that are present and that we are interacting with and impacting. We will be back shortly on SPL.
All right, good morning, everybody. So.
Good morning.
Shall we?
Once again, we found this incredible community, or am I just dreaming? It might have been dreaming. Well, there's a couple things here. This dive was kind of set up just to look purely at the orientation of the ridge, what we, in comparison to what we expect to be the current direction down here. And this is also a similar orientation to the last dive, which turned out to be so productive. We dismissed other factors like substrate and the width of the ridge and things like that. And clearly, there's more things involved in where these really high-density communities develop than just the orientation of the ridge. There's another factor I was thinking about afterward. We're about 100 miles, if not more, south of where we were. And another potential issue is how far perhaps internal tides or internal waves created by the Hawaiian Ridge actually propagate. And perhaps we're getting much weaker amounts of energy down the south. So I don't know, but it's another data point. In any case, with that said, we're going to try to move quickly through this kind of somewhat sparse area and try to get up a little bit higher on the seamount and hopefully in a little more productive area.
Okay, Trevor and Antonella, we're going to be heading over here. It's about 098. We might go to be doing a little up and over. 20-meter steps, okay? All right, I could do 50 unless you get anxious. 50 is great, here we go. Bridge nav. Can we get a 50-meter step, 098?
Well, we are also outside the USEEZ right now, right?
Did we just cross the boundary?
I think we're, Aaron,
we're right on the edge there. I'm not sure if our exact position is in or out.
Oh no, we're pretty distant. That's the boundary there.
Oh yeah, okay. Well,
yep.
Go ahead, Bridge.
So we are in what is called the high.
Pilots say yes, so we'll go with that.
High seas.
Thank you.
International waters.
One other thing, we're having pretty slow internet connection this morning, and I've tried several times to log on to the science chat unsuccessfully. So if you're sending out messages there and I'm unresponsive, that's the reason. I can't see your messages at the moment, and I'll keep trying. I was unable to send a simple email this morning as well before we got on watch. But maybe it'll improve during the dive, hopefully. But I apologize. And like I said, I am not ignoring you. Just can't see you.
And advice from the last watch was to keep a little momentum on as much as possible. When the ship had issues, it seemed to be when we were at a dead stop and started going again. So we'll keep a little bit of momentum as much as possible. (098). Bridge nav. Are you able to brighten the screen just a little bit on the DP? I don't want to mess you up. All right, thanks. That's great, thank you.
Just a comment, I don't know if they were able to identify that fish just as we came on watch, but that's a tripod fish, Bathyteres atricolor. And it's kind of nice. They're sort of sediment specialists, so we don't see very many of them when we're diving on rocky terrain. So at least that's one benefit of currently being on a more sedimented area. Actually get some images of that fish. It's a ambush predator. It had very long sort of modified filaments coming off of its fins, which presumably are chemosensory or tactile. And so he's basically waiting for a prey item to actually touch one of those projections, and then he'll go for it. They can swim pretty fast. So very interesting fish. I haven't seen one for a little while. So pilot, are we able to do snap zooms or?
Yeah.
There's a little guy right over here. I don't know if that was.
Little guy.
Yeah, this guy right there.
Oh, on the rock.
Yeah, on the rock.
Up from the purple sea cucumber.
We have to wait a minute for the boat.
You can see the purple cucumber. Oh, there he is.
You're pulling me. You're going to be all bouncy as heck.
Just wait until you get more leash and then I'll zoom in on that, Chris.
Bridge nav, okay. Another 50 meters, 098.
Well, at least we got the full-blown Argus cam back up. That's good.
Uh-huh.
Nice to have that again. It's a little disorienting when you don't have.
It's
the Argus
actually
cam.
still a different camera.
Yeah, but it looks better.
It does look significantly better.
I think I see what it is already.
Oop, Iridogorgia.
There he is.
Yeah, Iridogorgia. That's no problem. I got a peek at them, so we were able to get an identification. That was all. Here he comes. So you think this is Iridogorgia, and it sure is. It's one of these corals we've seen pretty much on every dive. It's really beautiful.
Fireworks coral.
Yep.
Only one of those types is actually called fireworks coral, right? Or they
yeah,
all
that's
kind of
correct.
generally called fireworks coral.
To a certain extent, these are differentiated by the weird thing of how tight their spirals are. But the tricky part of it, the stronger the current, it spreads out like a spring. So it's going to have a longer spirals and heavier current, and tighter spirals and weaker current.
Nice
So
sea cucumber
kind of
in front of it.
Yeah, I wonder if we could do a quick snap on the cuke.
Okay. Zoom in, please, Aaron.
I wonder if we got one that's clear with a red head. These are
interesting.
This could be in a group that we're not sure what family they belong to, but we're not going to be collecting any more of these. The last one, very similar to this that we collected, came up as a wad of goo in the box. So we don't need any more of that.
Were you able to get anything useful out of that sample?
Yeah, it went into the ultra cold freezer for genetic analysis. But that's about it. It was pretty disgusting, frankly.
Tell us how you really feel, Chris.
It was absolutely gorgeous goo.
Might be new hair product.
Okay, that particular sea cucumber that we just imaged, we don't know what family, we just call it CF Hansenothuria because that genus apparently it's unclear what family it belongs in.
Thank you.
Black coral, Bathopathes, presumably. Bunch of them.
You can look at the chat here.
Oh, I can, so I can look over your shoulder.
Yeah.
Why do you get the chat and I don't? What's the matter?
I don't know. We should switch computers.
No, that's, well, you know, I got to do the prompter, the telestrator.
Well,
that's not fair. It's just not fair.
Well, my chat is not really working there.
Well, maybe I could get your chat, the public chat. We'll switch. Okay.
Oh, let me refresh. It's still working slowly.
Yeah, at least you're getting it open. I've tried like 5 times to get into the science chat here. Got a little anemone.
There's a little anemone on the rock, right, very close to.
So we're going to be moving pretty fast uphill, so we'll just get close-ups on the fly as we can.
Okay.
So there might be plenty of things that we miss, but we do want to see if there's any party going on this seamount.
So to our viewers, keep sending your questions. Our internet is running slow, but we'll get to your questions. As always, we love to answer them, and we have fun reading your comments too.
In a bit after I stop wonking on things.
Oh, silly.
Can you zoom really quick, Aaron?
All right, look at these beautiful stock crinides, Proisocrinus ruberimus. You've seen these on previous dives, but they're always a treat to see them. They're just
okay. Thank you.
Just a gorgeous shade of red.
Oh, I get.
I'm going to get out ahead of Argus. Right, that's right.
Thank you.
Yep.
Little urchin, little anemone.
Apparently Andrea's tried to collect a rock down here and it was pretty well altered. So what we're going to do again is try to get to a different spot and then hopefully we'll have better rock hunting and animal hunting as we get further upslope.
Bridge nav, another 50 meters, 098.
Oh, could we zoom that star? Is that possible?
Absolutely.
This is Zoroaster, which is first one that I've seen a couple others that suspected Zoroaster, but we were moving too fast and couldn't get them. It's a sea star.
Come on, what's happening?
Yeah, sorry to do the sudden request there. I'll try to see them a little more in advance.
Fine. Alignment here. Zoom in, please. Thank you.
That's it. Sure is. Zoroaster, because of the long sword-like arms that it's got. I assume that's the reason it was named that way. Got spines along the arms too. Another diagnostic character right on the top near the disc.
Thanks, Aaron.
Yeah, thank you very much. You got him.
Thank you.
Yep.
Chris.
Another one of those sea cukes. I think that's regrowing arms, but
that's one distinctive thing I noticed about it is that it kind of had light. Oh.
Okay, this is Victor Gorgia.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful purple octocoral.
Come wide, please.
I don't think I'm trying to look at bentopictinid there, Andy, and try to get a better look at what the differences are. I forgot about that one.
Yeah, I just saw.
Yeah, I see it right there.
Saw the light tips of the.
No, it's not this one because that one clearly had spines near the disc itself on the arms, tops of the arms.
Oh, okay.
That's a diagnostic on it. That's what I wanted to sort of check here. So it was Zoroaster.
Zoom, please, Aaron.
Looks like Metallogorgia, melanotrichos. It's a chrysogorgid, sort of a flower-like chrysogorgid with its characteristic ophiocreus brittle star. So,
come on, thank you.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
We're slowly getting a little more stuff showing up.
Very colorful stuff, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Bridge nav, 50 meters, 098.
A viewer is wondering if we have ever considered attaching a 360-degree camera to Hercules
We've done that, yeah. We've done that with some scientists that brought out some equipment, and we actually get to look at some of the shots they took with a virtual reality headset, one of those little, whatever, stick over your eye kind of things after the dive. It was really weird. It wasn't a video camera, it took stills, I think. I might be remembering wrong. Anyway, it was really cool.
This is 2018 with Alan from MIT, right?
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, he was my roommate on that cruise. That big spherical weird camera that we had down there. Yeah, I think a bunch of us got the opportunity to put his headsets on and take a look.
And why don't we use them now?
Excuse me?
Why don't we use them now?
I don't know. I tried to get a hold of Alan when we were writing up a just summary for the cruise, and I don't know if he had some problems really refining the imagery or something like that, but haven't seen anything more about it. All right, we're getting into a little more consolidated substrate here. These are pillows, clearly pillows.
If we get to a point where you feel like we might want more time or slower moves, give me a shout, because we are like super laid back and hauling towards that point right now.
Sure, that's fine. Thank you. We're prioritizing getting to the ridge top.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, thank you. We just passed probably some type of Bathopathes. It was a black coral, a larger one. Could be Bathopathes conferta. Sort of a guess. They're Proisocrinus, the stocked sea lily, a couple of them. Sako Matsumoto mentioned that Victor Gorgia, that purple one we saw a little while ago, was the first one that she'd seen on the dive. Thanks, Sako. Have to look over Aphrodita's shoulder to see the science chat, but I will do that.
Another viewer is wondering about why we are not getting more abundance in sea life here. What caps the abundance of life down here?
That's what we're trying to figure out. We are hoping for some more abundance, but it's not, we just don't know enough at this point to really predict reliably where to find very high density communities. But if we could take, looks like it's a snapper blanket.
Eel.
Nice size fish.
Yeah. Well, these are cutthroat eels. We've seen a bunch of these on the cruise, practically every dive, except for the first couple of, as I remember.
Yeah, we didn't see anything the first few dives.
My guess, given the girth of this guy and the size, is probably Synaptobranchus brevidorsalis. They tend to, some of them at least, tend to have that modeling on them.
Thanks, Chris.
Yep. Oh, we've got a lot of nodules on the seafloor. That's pretty common when we get into a little bit lower relief sedimented areas.
Another viewer, Eric from Australia, is wondering what is the purpose of the red color on corals at these depths?
We've had that question a number of times during the cruise, and the only answer can come up with is that it really has no purpose. It's just some compounds in the animal's body that's reflecting our artificial light and basically absorbing other colors and reflecting back red or purples or things like that. There's really no light down here whatsoever except biogenerated light, if you will, and that's not going to be enough to, you know,